Alright guys, hello and welcome back. This is the French distribution, I believe, called Emmabuntus. And the reason why I'm taking a look at this, number one, it's been a while since I've taken a look at a distribution, so I'm going to take an in-depth look at this. If I start to ramble, I apologize. If you are new here, welcome. I use 3 different types of operating systems. I use different types of Linux, Ubuntu-based, and Chromebooks, and of course Windows 10 and 11. So if you are new here, I try to look at these types of Linux-based system through the eyes of a Windows user like myself. Now the one thing about Emmabuntus, you can still get this as a 32-bit, which it seems like it's getting less and less for Linux-based systems. I actually installed this on a ThinkPad that I have that still works. It originally had Windows 7. It is a 32-bit system, hardware for that ThinkPad. And Emmabuntus, because it is available at 32-bit, actually worked pretty good. I installed it last year and I forgot I had it. But I didn't feel like breaking out my ThinkPad, so we're just going to take a look at this. And I'm running this off a live USB stick. And I'm hoping it's going to be okay. So I just opened up Firefox, so let's see what we have here. Alright, so Emmabuntus Debian Edition 4. I'm assuming this is from the stable branch, and it says here this distribution was designed to facilitate the reconditioning of computers donated to humanitarian associations, in particular to the communities, hence its name, to promote the discovery of GNU Linux by beginners, but also to extend the life of the hardware for limiting the waste caused by the overconsumption of raw materials. Emmabuntus is used for the reuse of computers by many associations in France and Africa. Okay, sounds good to me. Again, you can get this in 32-bit, which I installed on my ThinkPad. There are different versions of this. If we click this, looks like we have Debian Edition 5. This one is unstable. I downloaded the stable version, which is Debian Edition 4. Debian 11, I believe it's Bullseye, it's called. There are 2 desktop environments. XFCE is a standard one. You can also install the LXQT desktop environment, which I believe is what I installed on my ThinkPad. I don't use my laptop ThinkPads that much because my Chromebooks are a lot faster, and I enjoy speed. Pure speed is what a Chromebook is. So let's take a quick look at this. So this is the default desktop. Voco screen, which, man, I haven't used this screen recorder in a while. I'm hoping this works. So I'm using Voco screen to record. You get a pop-up here after booting into the environment. Desktop configuration. We have Cairo dock, which I use sometimes. Probably the best looking dock for Linux. Activate the dock. Lock the Emmabuntus default dock. Dashboard configuration for the panel. Looks like we have Redshift system configuration. I'm going to leave this the way it is. Just click OK and just leave that. Please select the dock version which best fits your needs. All, simple, or basic. I guess simple. Welcome to Emmabuntus Debian Edition 4. Distribution is made to refurbish computers and let everyone discover GNU Linux. Nice. Alright, so some shortcuts here, tutorials, Debian handbook, Debian reference, tools, and so on. This is great for newbies. This is what I like to see if you are coming from a Windows environment. So for example, let's try Settings Manager. Okay, I like the use, the default colors, the fonts, personal, hardware. This would be similar to the Control Center in Windows. System. There is a lot installed. I'll try to go through these one by one fairly quickly, but the welcome screen, excellent. All right, let's see. Let's move that there and this here. Alright, the Cairo dock here at the bottom. My favorite dock. I don't use docks that much, but this is really nice. Alright, let's go. Let's see, right click. If you've messed with XFCE before, you know how this works. Applications, click that, and if it's going to load, there we go. And all the software that is installed. We're just going to go to the top left here. Alright, favorites recently used. All applications. Let's go through the categories. Accessories, application finder, archive, manager, arc. Let's see. Disks, caffeine indicator. I don't really mess with that much. Font manager, font viewer, calculator, G-notes, handy tree, automatic file sorting tool, KeyPass. Les questions du débutant. I don't speak French except to say parlez-vous français. I think that means do you speak French. Onboard flexible on-screen keyboard, onboard settings. A lot installed here. Screenshot, search for files. The Thunar file manager. Nice, fast, and lightweight. Great for Windows users. Easy to navigate through. And let's see, what else? Yeah, there's a lot installed here. A lot of this I would not use. Personally, Warpinator, send and receive files across the network. XFburn, if you still burn CDs, XFburn, a great Linux application. The Cairo dock, which I showed you here at the bottom. What a great looking dock, just cool looking. Yeah, maintenance I just clicked. Anyway, okay. Let's go back here. Development, what's under here? Genie, a fast and lightweight IDE using GTK plus. Alright, education. Child's Play, suite of educational games for children. Nice. Gcompress, Kiwix, LibreOffice, the ubiquitous LibreOffice suite installed by default. Open board. Stellarium I've used in the past. If you're into the science and spacey stuff, this is a great program, Stellarium. Check it out. In fact, let me see if it'll launch here off the USB stick and not be too slow. Hopefully. Again, if you do a full install with this, it's going to run considerably faster, but that actually didn't take that long to load. Nice. So, yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but we got the constellation of Sirius, Rigel, there's Uranus, Mars up here. Yeah, I just clicked that. It gives me something about the planet. Distance from the sun, 1.627 AUs, 249 million kilometers, it looks like. Capella. Anyway, if you're into science, definitely check this out. Let me see. How can I get out of this? Okay. Click that. Please select an object. Escape. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Where is exit? I haven't used this in a while. Let's see. Click down here. There we go. Okay. There we go. That was Stellarium. Nice looking software. All right. Where were we here? Under education, I believe. Tux Math, Tux Paint, Tux Typing, of course. Okay. Games. Bloated. Child's Play, G-Brainy, Gcompress, Mind Test, Omni, Tux Lite. An educational game based on multimedia elements. Yeah, if you have kids, this may be the one for you. Super Tux, I played that before. Cool. Graphics. Drawing, the GIMP, G-Scan, PDF, G-Thumb I've used. Hugin Batch Processor I've not used. More Hugin there. Inkscape, LibreOffice Draw, LX Image. Yeah, a lot going on here. Internet, let's see here. Chatons. Neutral, ethical hosters providing floss-based online service. I've never used that. DW service, empathy, chat on Google Talk, Facebook, okay. Falcon, a fast and secure web browser. Let's see how fast that would be booting off a USB stick. Just curious. Yeah, so it's still going to be a little bit slow off the USB, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, let's go back. Alright, so Firefox myself, when it comes to web browsers for Linux, I've had the least amount of problems with Chrome. Not sure why. Framatalk video conference, I've heard of it. gPotter, Hexchat, Jammy, communication software. Thunderbird I use for the email notifications I get when you donate to the channel through PayPal. Thank you, by the way. All right, Pigeon I don't use. Jitsi I've used rather occasionally. I still prefer StreamYard and Skype. I have taken a look at EVMux. Looks good. Transmission I use to download the torrent Linux files over the internet. It works pretty good. Multimedia. As a content creator, if I was to install this, I would use Audacity. Clementine I use sometimes. I still like Rhythmbox. GUVC View I don't use because I use OBS Studio. Handbrake, very seldom I use that. Imagination Lightweight Slideshow, I would not use that. Kdenlive, use all the time, either this or Shotcut. Alright, Pulse Audio Volume Control, very good. Quadly Bay, a very good lightweight music player for your audio collections. Take a look at that. Radio Tray I've used in the past, and I liked what I saw and heard. I don't use this that much. I just go to, for example, smoothjazz.com off the web browser. But the Radio Tray is good. Anything else here that catches my eye? Of course, Vocal Screen installed by default, very good. WinFF and XFburn I've mentioned. Radio Tray is actually right here. For example, under Jazz, I would click Smooth Jazz. I won't turn anything on for copyright reasons, but yeah, check out Radio Tray. All right, let's move along. We're in the multimedia. No free softwares, fonts, TurboPrint. TurboPrint, I've tested this in the past. A great installer, printer software. If you're having problems hooking up printers to Linux, definitely check out TurboPrint. Video codecs installer, very good. Office, all right, Abby Word. That is a very lightweight word processor. Ancestris, genealogy program. Calibre, and so on. Let's see. Yeah, the LibreOffice suite. Okay. Verbis, the French conjugation system. Interesting settings. Alright, so again, a lot going on. I won't go to all of this. Let's see what catches my eye. Boot repair might come in handy. Change desktop wallpapers. Let's see. Okay, background. Okay, just some basic stuff here. Alright, we'll skip that. Let's see. Appearance. Let's take a look at that. Style, icons. Few options, fonts, and settings. Again, if you are new to this, very easy to navigate through. System. BleachBit I use quite a bit to free up some space. Boot info. Diagnose the boot of your computer. Never used that. Boot repair. Very seldom in the past I've had to use that. HTOP. Show system processes. Okay, looks like memory about 1.3 gigs if I read that right. Not bad running this off a USB stick. Not bad at all. Alright, let's get out of that. I'm almost done here, by the way. Just alright, the GDebi package installer, I use that installer quite a bit. By the way, there is a search here. For example, Synaptic, I believe, is installed. The Synaptic Package Manager. There it is. Yeah, very good. One of the best package managers for Linux. And Wine. I never use Wine for Linux. It's never quite worked for me to make this work to install Windows applications. The only one I like is Sweet Red Wine. So yeah. All right, again, the dock here at the bottom. What a great looking dock. Anyway, well, what else can I say? We got the panel at the top. Panel, you can add new items, little, I think these are called applets, little shortcuts such as the battery monitor, dictionary, other notification plugins, trash applet. Very nice. And the usual time and day shortcut here. Look, this looks great. If you're looking for a 32-bit system to install for an older machine, they're hard to find for Linux, it seems, or harder. It's getting less and less choices for 32-bit. You can also get this in 64-bit. This looks and feels great, at least running this off a USB stick. Yeah, Emmabuntus, the French light Linux distribution. Check it out. I like what I see. That's it, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.